Are you thinking about starting an open relationship, or you've already just started and you have a lot of questions that come up? I know for me that I did. So in this video, I'm going to talk a lot about some important points that will help you get started and get on your way. Hi, my name is Leanna Walden. I am a sexual energy healer, an intimacy specialist, and a relationship expert. And I am helping couples in long-term relationships find and create more extraordinary intimate and sexual lives. So I welcome you here today. If you are a regular, so good to see you. Thank you for coming back to my channel. And if you are new, welcome, 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 welcome. Let's just start off by, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the alarm button, and you will get my video. You will get notified when my video comes out every Thursday, okay? I also wanted to let you know that my 3-month intensive program, Couples Sensual Activation Playground, is open. And if you are interested in getting any more information and having a little chat with me about it, sign up for an intimacy planning session, and let's find out where you are and where you'd like to go, okay? Sign up, the link is below. For this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the alarm button, bing, 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 all of these things to do. And then we're gonna get into the discussion about open relationships.
Everybody do it.
But if we're in a monogamous relationship, let's say, where there's just you and your partner, and you're wanting to open it up in some way, shape, or form, there's lots of different possibilities. You're going into the world of non-monogamy, okay? And I kind of put non-monogamy into 3 areas: 1, swinging; 1, polyamory; and 1, open relationships. And under these 3 headings of non-monogamy, there's a lot of possibilities as well. So we're gonna hit upon open relationships, okay? Polyamory is more about the emotional connection that you have with people, loving a number of different people, and potentially having sex with these people as well, but maybe not. And swinging is when you are just having sex and there's not a lot of emotional attachment, or it's considered not to have a lot of emotional attachment. But I find most people like to have emotional attachments. They like to have sex with people that they're interested in, or that they are, first of all, for sure turned on by, but there's other interests there. There's other connection that keeps it going. Maybe a one-off. Swinging is just one-off, having sex, exploring your sexual body. Open relationships is, a variety of all of these things, and a combination of something that you and your partner are going to create together. Something unique, something that no one else is doing. So the first thing you want to do is know that your open relationship is going to be whatever you want it to be, whatever you decide it to be. There's no rule books. There are books that have been written about open relationships that give you a lot of in-depth information. And I have a book coming up soon, so it's going to have a lot of detail about open relationships. But there's no set way of having the open relationship. You make the decision. You write the book. You and your partner are going to write the story. So for this very reason, the first thing that you do is that you want to talk about sex a lot. You and your partner talk about sex with each other, what your desires are, what your fantasies are, what kind of things you would like to try, what kind of things you would not like to try at the moment. Or things that you just like to put to the side. And also talking with people that are maybe friends that you can open up to more, that you feel comfortable talking about sex with, and then to absolute strangers, in order to start having experiences, you're going to have to meet people that want to have experiences, and these are going to be strangers, and these are going to be people that are also want to have experiences. So it may be somebody that you already know, and you want to bring up the topic, and okay, a good sentence to bring up the topic with somebody that you're interested in exploring with is, are you interested in becoming intimate with us? Very, very kind of gentle way of putting it. So you want to start talking about it. And as you talk about it with each other, with strangers, you start to learn more and more about things that people are doing, things that you could try, things that get you, oh, that would get me really excited. Maybe something you hadn't thought about before. Maybe something that someone else says and you think, oh, well, I never thought about doing that before. And then, you learn. And this is the learning process, okay? I'm giving you some tips that you can incorporate when you're just starting, or you can incorporate as you're going along. Sometimes people just jump in and go to a sex party and start an open relationship, or it happens very organically with a friend couple of theirs or something, and organically the day shifts where you become all closer and closer, and then intimacy begins, and then next thing you know, clothes are off and you're having sex, and that can also happen. But once you're in it, or if you're just starting, it's good to keep the conversation open about sex. You want to let go of any inhibitions, start to let go of all the inhibitions, start to let go of fears. And unless you talk about it, it's going to be very difficult to let those go. That is an ongoing process, okay? Discussing, talking, sharing. This happens after every experience too. You want to talk about it, okay? And so this takes me into my next, number 2, is that you want to decide together. So you're talking about it, you're sharing information with people, you're getting all this information about open relationships, and you think, okay, so now what do we want to do? Okay, you're this adventurous, exploratory couple, you've been together for 10, 15 years maybe, and it's time to try something different, and you're really excited, and you've both decided, yeah, let's do it. So what do you want to start with, right? And this is going to be based on what the two of you are both turned on by, what the two of you agree upon. That's going to be your first step. That's all you need to know, the first step that you take. And maybe the first step is, for example, with a couple, to try same room sex, which would be having sex in the same room with another couple. You don't necessarily have sex together or intermingle or swap, but you can. But I suggest, like, I'm just going to suggest, like, same room sex is a good way to start, but you may be ready to do all sorts of other things. I don't know. But same room sex is good because it kind of creates a little bit of a structure, some boundaries, so that you both feel safe in the scenario. And when you come together with this other couple that you have connected with, and you're all kind of, okay, we're ready, sit down before you start anything, before you all get turned on and excited, before the party starts. Just sit down and decide and understand what each person likes and what each person doesn't want to do, okay, where their boundaries are. So you have a really clear idea where each person stands. It's really perfect to start that way. And then the night can shift and change, because if it gets really heated and excited and you want to try something, but you've heard, oh, well, they don't really want to switch with my partner, then that, so you can then ask and see if they're maybe ready at this point. And maybe they won't be, maybe they will be. But at least you have some kind of a guideline. When me and my partner when my partner and I first had a couple-to-couple experience, or it was one of the couple experiences. We were so excited by meeting these people. We went to their home. It was the first time we had met them, but we had been chatting online. And we were so excited to get together that it just all started very quickly, and things just escalated. And then at some point, someone kind of got upset because it wasn't happening the way they wanted to, and they left the room angry, and the others weren't sure what was going on. And so then that was me and my husband and the woman. 3 of us didn't know why he just left the room. And so at some point it kind of had to wind down. We said, okay, well, maybe we better just leave, because he was kind of angry about the situation. And we left not having had a very good experience, but having a massively learning experience. And we realized that we had not really discussed the kind of things that we didn't want to do. And in the heat of the moment, when there's passion and sexual activity going on, it's kind of a little bit more difficult to discuss it then. You can ask questions, but somebody might be ready to go and they don't want to discuss it. Their mind is in a different place, and it would have been better if you'd found out that they were ready to do like all of these other things that maybe you were not. So just a suggestion to make sure that you put some boundaries together before you go in with a couple or with any first time or any situation. It's good to have some idea what everybody wants. And that leads into the third thing that I think is really important to talk about, and that is to not put power into every situation that you have. You know, sometimes you come together and it's really exciting at first and things are really great, but then you don't really know each other that well, and so things then turn kind of sour, and you don't want to put power into that. It's like, okay, it didn't work well. Sometimes it's like that. Let's try another situation. What did we learn from that situation? What did we like? What did we not like? What do we not want to do again? What do we want to make sure that we do again? Okay, so some questions that you can really ask. This is a journey. This is a fun, exciting, cool, sexual, expansive journey, and you want to have fun in this journey. Sometimes it's going to be difficult and scary and weird and unusual. You're dealing with all sorts of different kinds of physical energies coming into your coupledom, but that's part of the huge excitement. Now, I just want to give another anecdote about a situation where we went with another couple, and at one point the woman just stopped and she said, "This is not going to work for me, sorry." And we were all partially naked and, you know, ready to go, and I was just like, what's going on, you know? And my husband said, "Okay, fine, let's go." Put our clothes on. "That's fine, nice to meet you." He was very calm and cool. We left the house. I was quite upset because it was early on in our experiences, and he was laughing, and he's like, "You know, we all have the right to say no at any time, and all of the participants need to respect that no, because it doesn't matter what the reason is. If it's not working for somebody, then, and they want to say no and they want to end it, that's okay. Accepted. Okay? No problem. If we're able to accept another person saying no, we want someone to also respect our no. It might be me that says, I can't do this. I'm just not in the right place. I don't like this person. Doesn't matter the reason. I can't do it. No, we have to go. Everybody needs to respect that. And this is quite commonly known in the open relationship community. So it's generally a very safe place to move through. People are very open. People are very welcoming. People are expanded in their sexual understanding of their beings and of sexuality, and they're interested in knowing more and understanding more about their bodies and other people's bodies and other people's lives. And so it's a high sort of consciousness community. So don't be afraid. Know that you have the power and the control to say no at any time you want. And again, don't put power into each situation. Say, okay, it wasn't a great situation. No problem. We'll have much, much better situations, and you will. There are always going to be other situations that are amazing. And remember, the other thing I want to end with here on the video is that you're a couple. So you're exploring together. You are adding spice to your relationship. You are adding excitement. You're adding change. You're adding adventure. You're out sneaking around together. It's fun. It's great. There's the two of you. So keep yourself strong and tight and communicative, because things are going to come up. Emotions and feelings and all sorts of things come up as you're going on this adventure. But what's life without freaking adventure, you know? And the sexual adventure is a beautiful place for long-term couples, and that could be any kind of long-termness. 1 year to 20 years, a beautiful adventure to go on together. Okay? If you have any questions, I'd love to hear your questions below, comments below. I have an amazing program right now that's launched. It's called Couples Sensual Playground Activation. And this is for adventurous couples, really adventurous couples, because it's a 3-month intensive wherever you are, it's private with me. We're going to go deep into exploration, opening, discovering who you are as sexual beings, going in the direction that you want to go. I'm going to be guiding you through in an energetic way. We're going to do lots of different kinds of things that are going to bring you more confidence and take you up to another level of who you are as sexual beings. So if you're interested, I would love to get on a chat with you. I will leave the link below. Sign up for a call as soon as you can. I'm only taking a limited number of couples, and I would love if you could join me. So I will see you again next week on Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. Share my video. I would love it if you would share it. My numbers are moving. I'm really happy about this. It's really exciting to get this out to everybody. Share, subscribe. Thank you for coming again. Much love to you.